you guys, and welcome back to my channel. Hope you're having a good day. We are entering into the most exciting thing today, which is getting the fireplace painted. Now, I actually could have done this myself, but climbing that ladder just wasn't gonna happen. And so I did call the company that originally painted the entry and also the living room. These are 20-foot ceilings, and so I went on ahead and I had them do that. As you can see now, the fireplace is white. That's how it came in the house, and I just wanted to add a bit more interest because the walls went from being orange to white, and so everything was pretty stark, and I wanted to be able to break down the overall design of the living room. Now, the color, I don't remember. I will be leaving it in the description box. I do know it's from Benjamin Moore. The original application of this, it actually went on looking a little blue, but when it dries down, it is a very rich black tone. It's not as dark as caviar, which is not what I was looking for. I actually like the undertone of the blue in the paint. So when the light is really, really bright in the morning, it actually gives off a little bit of a blue hue, like a bluish black, which I love. And so as you can see now, he's spraying. Even though he's spraying, I can say it wasn't like, I don't know, perfect, but he did a really great job. But I'm just saying, in terms of me trying to do this, I know what I can handle and I know what I can't. And so I allow the pros to do certain things and then I come in. So if you're interested in the paint company, I'm also going to be linking that company down below. They did an overall amazing job with the paint. And so again, he's just pretty much going in and doing all of the trim, making sure that he doesn't miss any spots or any area of the fireplace.
Lights out, I'm your favorite. Too many ways, been in your place, there's delays. Add it up, plus sign, zeros on the table. Driving and vibing, bring the beat later. Wanna make it bigger, just a little bit of flavor showing up to my space, I'm a fashion dealer. I'm your biggest bidder, meet me in the middle. I just don't wanna settle under these lucid dreams. I'm not just a visionary, it's all making sense to me. Not a basic, ain't no ordinary. Stay put, we gon' get higher. You're the product, I could be your buyer. Under these lucid dreams, I'm not thinking off my head yet. Just being honest, what's the big difference? Yeah. And I've been feeling my own inertia. Just being honest, there's no difference. And more is so good. I don't want to just feel under these lucid dreams. I'm not just a visionary, it's all making sense to me. Not a basic, ain't no ordinary. Stay put, we gon' get higher. You're the product, I could be your buyer. Under these lucid dreams, I'm not thinking off my head yet. I'm just feeling lazy, just be honest, baby. We got different phases, give it all, take it all. I'm just feeling lazy, just be honest, baby. We got different phases, give it all, take it all. 말리부 가서 한 잔에 쭉 마시는 blue lemonade. 술은 필요 없어, 다 끝나기 전에, yeah. Under these lucid dreams, yeah. I'm not just a visionary, it's all making sense to me. Not a basic, ain't no ordinary. Stay put, we gon' get higher. You're the product, I could be your buyer. Under these lucid dreams, I'm not thinking off my head, yeah.
So we're coming to the end of the video, and I wanted to share with you guys a couple of pros and cons of paint. So when the fireplace was white, it looked like everything was just like pristine with it. And so I just did the most basic thing that I could possibly do, which was to paint it. And so I didn't see any of the imperfections or anything like that. And so I felt pretty content. As I move into doing a much darker color is when I started to notice some imperfections. Now, of course, if you're just kind of walking in the house and you're not paying attention, it doesn't look like much. But again, I tend to kind of notice quite a bit. And so I can see where there's some imperfections in the drywall. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I may or may not fix them, just because I know that this isn't going to be like the place that we're going to be forever. And so I may not even try to kill myself to do this. And I say kill myself because it's about a good 10 feet up. And so I may not mess with it. But you may want to consider that when you're going from a very light, neutral, muted tone and into a dark tone, how the wall may sit, especially if, one, you have textured walls, or you're going into an already lived in home and the drywall isn't necessarily perfect. You may have to do some patchwork. And so if this was done on a wall, I'm sure I would have to have it mud sanded down and then repainted. So definitely consider that when you are looking at paint options. Again, when you're doing neutral paints, of course, the way the sun comes into the house, it kind of bounces off the wall and you get a lot more light. And by going in with a darker tone, that isn't always necessarily the case. I will say that if you are in your home and you're looking to go with a darker color and you want it to still be able to bounce some light, you may want to go with a higher sheen. Maybe not necessarily semi-gloss, which I have used. The fireplace is done in semi-gloss. The laundry room is done in semi-gloss. But again, these rooms I know how to paint, so I was able to do it without seeing so much of the brush strokes. And then of course the fireplace is sprayed so you won't see it. But if you've never painted before, it may be a bit of a harder task to get the semi-gloss on the wall and you don't see every single stroke. So you may want to hire a professional to come in and do the semi-gloss for an even application across the board. So there are some benefits with going light, but then you also have some benefits in terms of contrast when you go dark. Overall, I have to say I am loving the house. The house that we purchased and the house that we're currently living in now is really night and day. And the further the house is coming along, you'll get to see some of those things. Right now, I'm going by the ideas in my head, and I just want to say they're magnificent. But again, he did a really great job. This is 2 applications. As you can see, he's walking around. I think it dried, and about an hour later, he went back in and he did the secondary coat. And so 2 coats is what I would highly recommend when you're going from a light to a dark color, even if the application looks even. Something else that I did off camera, and if you guys are interested, you can check it out on Instagram. I did climb the ladder, as scared as I was, and I did all of the measurements in order to hang up the artwork, and that turned out really amazing. And then after that, I did move all of the furniture out of the living room and I cleaned the fireplace. Now, right now, as you can see, the fireplace has a marble on the facing, and I'm gonna be honest. Originally, when I saw it, I didn't appreciate it. Once the fireplace went darker, it just really brought the face and the marble to life, and now I'm loving it. Originally, I was thinking about changing it or whatever, but I'm just gonna leave it as is, and the color is absolutely amazing. Again, I don't remember exactly what the color is, but if you click the link in the description box, you guys get to see that. I didn't record some of the finishings. I do have it on Instagram. If you have Instagram, definitely go check it out. And if you don't, I do apologize. Again, I shared this in the previous video that we have started putting up Christmas trees and Christmas decorations and even getting Christmas gifts. I have family coming into town, so the house is going to be full. So we started a bit early with putting up the Christmas trees. If you guys are interested, the trees are from Hobby Lobby. I want to say they are the B or the C trees. It's 9 feet. And it is a slim and not such like a big tree. If you've been here long enough, you know that I've gone through some trees, child. But this one seems to be the one that fits the space really nicely. I would have liked the living room to be a little bit bigger, but this is what we have and this is what we're going to be dealing with. And so I say make do with what you have. But this is pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you have any questions pertaining to paint application, leave it down below. I'll do my best to answer all of you guys' questions. Have an amazing Thanksgiving.